and we have a little c. The little c is going to be returned. Little c is going to be recessive. The smaller lowercase is always going to be recessive. So for the little c, we would have more of an oval shaped face, and for the big C, we would have a round face. So if you had a homozygous, what would it be for the genotype? Did we go over genotype on there? Yeah, genotype is what you actually consist of, and the phenotype is what you actually see. So like you said, brown eyes or blue eyes. Yeah, what you actually see. So for a homozygous trait, what would we have here in the case of the round or oval? We would have two traits that are what? That are the same, or it could be round, yeah, or it could be oval. All right. So what we're going to do here, since you get your two traits from your mom and your dad, this is going to be mom. I hate to make this dad. Yeah, okay, dad will be the penny. But,
right after Father's Day, right?
Yeah, right. So basically, just take that. That's going to be pops, and that's going to be mom's. Heads is going to be the big C, and tails is going to be the small C. So
I get it. I actually just had to start up again. Yeah.
All right, we got tails for daddy. And yeah, you're efficient, right? We got two tails, right? So, what did we say? That's going to be the lowercase, right?
Yeah.
And that's going to be what? The dominant or the recessive trait?
Recessive.
The recessive trait, okay. So now, do we have a homozygous or a heterozygous?
A homo.
Yeah, that's exactly it. That's exactly it. And what would be the phenotype for that, for those particular traits right there?
It would.
Two lowercase c's?
There would be an oval.
Yeah. For the next one, I'm just going to fill it in. Let's say we had E capital and a small e, lowercase. That would be the genotype. What would that eye shape look like according to the back? It'd be a star. Because it only takes one dominant
to overpower the recessive.
Right. Okay. Who wants to do the next one? You tell me. Okay.
Alright, need the coins.
You can do the coins or you can pick it out.
I'll pick it out. Hairstyle, big S. Big S.
Big S, big S. Genotype. And what do you think that phenotype would look like?
Straight.
Oh, lucky. Okay, smile, female, lowercase t, and male, uppercase t. Is that possible to have a lowercase t and then an uppercase t?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Because the uppercase will just be the dominant gene,
Okay.
and lowercase will just be the recessive. So depending on what the parent has, they may only have a recessive gene. In that case, that's the only thing they can pass on to you.
And it will be thick.
Okay. So I think you guys got the hang of that. You want to do a few more, or you think you got the hang of it? Did you do one?
Me? Yeah, I did the first one.
So now, moving on to like male and female. The male, do you know what the two are? Maybe
X and Y.
X and Y.
for a male? Yeah.
Yeah. I thought you was about to say something.
So what's a female?
X.
Okay. So who is it determined? Who is the sex determined by? By the male parent or the female parent?
Male.
Okay. Because they have what?
Y.
They have both copies, right?
Yeah.
So that's why you have potential. So now, taking that same example where we flip both coins, can you show me how you would do that? This is the father and this is the mother. Which ones, how many would you flip? How many coins would you have to flip to determine the sex of the child?
Why? Well, you have to do one.
You do one, right. Would you have to flip the mother cell?
No.
No. Why?
Because if
She only has one.
she has a recessive trait.
Because she only has one trait. Just X.
And they're the same. They have two copies of the X for the female. So they can only pass on to the offspring an X. Now the father, do you have to flip him?
Yes.
Figure it out? Okay, so let's flip that and see what it comes out with.
My flip.
Get dangerous. Okay, so we got heads. I think head stands for Y. So what do we have then?
Guy.
Have a male, yeah. Baby, boy, not a guy yet. Yeah, okay. So we got X and Y. And that's how we would basically pick the sex of the child. So I think you guys did pretty good on that. Now comes quiz time. Still no grade though, right?
Yeah.
Just for fun. It's all just a learning experience. I picked SpongeBob because my kids like SpongeBob. I don't know. You guys watch SpongeBob?
Sometimes.
I'm the only one that's watched SpongeBob. Okay. They forced me. Alright. So, we can go over this. I'll tell you what, we can keep that.
Okay.
I'm gonna let you ask some of the questions.
Me?
So let's go over the first one.
What is a purebred?
It would also be called a what? Purebred is gonna have the same, right?
It's a homo.
Yeah, homozygous. There you go. Or if you just put the homo, that's cool. Now let's put the zygous on there.
How you say that?
H-O-M-O. Zygous. Yeah, zygous.
Z-Y-G-O-U-S.
And if you have a hybrid, what do we think of when we have a hybrid?
Like a mule. I think it's a mule. But for terms, hetero?
Yeah, hetero. Exactly.
Heterozygote.
Okay. You can go down the list.
Hybrid.
Would be a what? Heterozygous.
Different. Genotype is G.
And phenotype is what? What did we say that was?
Physical appearance.
Physical appearance, right? Okay, let's see. So now we got a couple of, having went over that, we have a couple of examples here. And we're just going to label each one as homozygous or heterozygous. Can you guys just write it down on it? You need one too, huh?
Wait, where?
You want to test yourself? I don't want to cheat you out of the experience. As best you can, just go down all the way down the list and we'll go over some of the answers at the end.
Okay, time should be up.
I'm on 8 right now.
Okay, so we're about out of time. Let's just stop right there. And are there any questions? Let's just go over it. TT would be what? Homo would be in the small case B? Hetero. Okay. And the two lowercase d's?
Homo.
Okay.
What's the name?
Well, hetero is what?
Gene pairs that are different.
That are different. And it's
So
two.
the size doesn't matter? Lowercase,
Yeah, the lowercase, because the lowercase is a recessive.
Oh, I get it.
And the uppercase is a dominant. And so these are actually two different forms of the same gene. So if you had blue eyes would be, let's say D for blue eyes. And the capital D would be for brown eyes. And brown eyes, I think you already told me was what? Dominant. So if you had brown eyes, blue eyes, what would you get? If you mix it brown eyes. You get brown eyes every time. The only way you can get blue eyes would be what? What would be necessary to get blue eyes?
Two lowercase pieces.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, you guys did good, man. You guys did good. I'll take all this and we'll just
It's kind of messy, isn't it?
yeah, it's very messy. And you guys
What's your
Chris.